realize your parents taught you a valuable life lesson, but it was too late? I used to think my mom was the most unreasonable person on earth. Every year for my birthday, my relatives would give me money instead of gifts. Nothing crazy, sometimes $20, sometimes $50. But no matter how much I got, my mom always took half of it. Not borrowed, not invested, just gone. I'd complain every single year. Everyone else gets to keep their birthday money. And she'd always hit me with the same answer. You didn't know anything, so just stay quiet. At 12, that sounded like the biggest scam ever created. The worst part was watching my friends spend theirs immediately. New clothes, concert tickets, random online shopping sprees. Meanwhile, I was calculating whether I could afford a smoothie without regretting it later. By the time I was 16, I was genuinely annoyed. One birthday, I got almost $300 from relatives. For the first time, I had enough money to buy the phone I'd been wanting. Then my mom took half again. I remember sitting in my room absolutely furious. I told her she was controlling. I told her it was my money. I even said she cared more about teaching lessons than making me happy. She didn't argue. She just nodded and said, maybe. That somehow made me even more mad. A few years later, I moved out for college. And that's when life started throwing punches. Textbooks were expensive. Rent kept going up. My laptop suddenly died during finals week. I checked my bank account and felt my stomach drop. I didn't have enough. Not even close. I remember sitting on my dorm bed trying to figure out which bill could wait another week. Then my phone rang. It was my mom. Somehow she knew something was wrong. After a few minutes, I finally admitted everything. The bills, the laptop, the fact that I was basically broke. She listened quietly. Then she said, check your email. A few minutes later, I opened it. There was a bank statement attached. At first, I thought it was a mistake. Then I saw my name on the account. The balance was just over $11,000. I stared at the screen for what felt like forever, confused. Then it clicked. Every birthday, every holiday, every dollar she had taken. She'd been putting it into that account the entire time. Not spending it, not keeping it, saving it. For me, I started crying immediately. And then came the part that hit the hardest. My mom said, the money was never the lesson. I asked what she meant. She said, the lesson was learning how to live without spending everything you have. Looking back, she was right. The thing I complained about for almost a decade ended up saving me when I needed it most. Turns out the life lesson wasn't hidden in the money. It was hidden in every time I didn't get what I wanted. And unfortunately, I didn't understand it until I was old enough to need it.